Hey guys, and welcome to a new video, and today I'll be showing you a bank video. It's been approximately a year since I showed the last bank video, so I figured an update would be worthwhile and you can see what's changed in a year. I'm going to start by showing my petrol, which used to be called an Elysian Spirit Shield. It was called that because I tend not to like Ellys. I have a bad history with them, and yeah, it seemed like a nice thing to do at the time, and I changed it to Seismic Singularity after a friend of mine dared me, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I kind of regret it now and can be reminded of the mistake every time I take my pet out. Next, I'm going to show you the Beast tab, so I can look back in the next bank video and see the progress I've made. I got Final Boss title back in September and really haven't been PVMing that much in the meantime, but I've been keeping things going, mostly doing Araxor a couple of times a day, a lot of duo Kalphite King, which I really enjoy, and really just keeping the numbers ticking over. I do need to go back to Virago hard mode and get back into that because I feel like I'm missing out a lot, but yeah, these are the numbers, and I'll look back next year, and without any more delay I'll get into the bank. Sorry about that, I had to do my bank pin and I forgot completely about it, but yep, this is the first tab. This is still mostly a skilling tab, just supplies I keep if I feel like doing skilling. Familiar is mostly for skilling and keeping my portables in here, so when I do these skills it's easier and I can get a little bit of extra XP and benefits from it. I also have my gear for making holy water in here, which are really useful for killing tormented demons if you want to do rush of blood or you just feel like killing tormented demons for Slayer. There's not really much else in here to talk about. Got my ads, which I think should be in another tab, but it doesn't matter. Second tab is junk tab and various things that I don't use too often, like minigame outfits, which I'm slowly building up, and stuff that I thieve, like balloons I've been making, enhancers which I've been collecting for when I might actually use them, but since I have no plans to ever go for trim, it seems a little pointless to keep hold of most of these, but never know, at one point I might use them up. I got a lot of damage enhancers. I also have all the symbol pieces from thieving. I do a lot of AFK thieving in Elf City. I did manage to finish my Seren symbol recently with all 8 pieces on it, and yeah, it looks nice, and my yo-yo of course. Next tab is Herblore tab. This has been changed a little bit since last time because we got crystal flasks and other crystal potions and the Elf City potions. Mostly the same. I'm still running off the last bunch of overloads that I made. I made about 6,000 in one go, slowly whittling them down. Replenishment potions, which are adrenaline pots and super restores, which are really nice. Holy overload, super prayers. I need to make a few more of those. They're very useful. Supreme overloads, and 90 perfect pluses, which I tend to make daily, but I tend not to use very often. Again, if I'm going to do skilling, I will use these, but since I don't chase XP so much now, they're not too useful, I guess. I also do frequent herb runs. Herb seeds are cheap and herbs are not, so they're really good profit and they're pretty quick and good fun. Been growing a lot of herbs recently. It's well worth it. Next tab is my runes and teleports and summoning tab. Not much has changed in here since last year. I've just kept things and amassing more stuff and putting more and more runes in my bank, really. I probably don't need this many runes, but why not? May as well. Means I'm never going to run out and it's nothing I have to worry about. Next tab, treasure hunter and squeal of fortune stuff, just luckies and outfits that I use for skilling as well, and other crap really, and just bung it in here. Loot tab, which is currently empty. I've started going for another spider leg and keep the onyxes for recharging my Hydrix gear. And this is a Shattered Memoriam crystal. This is got from getting the Troublesome title, I believe it is, but I thought I'd keep it because it makes a nice placeholder and it might have a use at some point, you don't know. Auras and soulstones and energies. This is kind of a random tab as well. I keep all my ancient ceremonial pieces I get from Nex, so I just let them mass up here. And my soulstones, which I'm hoping they'll rework, and recently finished the set of 4. It was kind of like a mini goal I had to try and finish all 4, so I'm glad I finally got them all. I sold most of my energy except the ones I use for divine locations. All of these have some use, so I keep hold of them. Porters, obsidian kite shields for PvP or just junk shields I need to use. Locations, cape I never use, pets I don't put in my house. War Priest and my auras, inspiration, Jack of Trades, Call of the Sea, Supreme 5-finger discount, Equilibrium, Dark Magic, Festive, which is now useless, Reverence, Dwarven Instinct, Demon High Aura, Supreme Runic, Supreme Invigorate, Supreme Sharp, Vampirism, and Penance. And onto the main tab in my bank, my gear tab, and the Monkfish is still massing up. I think, unless somebody can tell me otherwise, this is still the most burnt Monkfish in game. I'd like to see anybody who's got some, let me know, or if you know of a bigger collection, I'd probably want to buy it, because I really want to try and mass as much burnt Monkfish as possible. It's just a thing I've always done and probably will always do. But yeah, there's not much to explain here. Portents, Nihils for various things, Ring of Vigors, enough Rocktails to feed Africa, Signs of Respite just in case I DC and I need to get my Grave boosted, Sign of Life, arrows, bolts, necklaces, 2 cannons, Glacial Boots, Automaton Gloves, Power Gloves, which I've got a couple of, Dreadnips, which still aren't that useful, Placeholder Dragon Riders, Asylum Surgeon's Ring, which is really good, Excaliburs, Darklight Viswax, which is really useful, a bunch of things, tradable Scrimshaws, which I keep in case I run out of superiors, Rot's Shield set, Spurious Shield set, Nex Gears in boxes, Virtus, Pernex, Torva, Hydrix Jewelry. I don't really rate the Reaper necklace very good, but we'll see if they change it soon. There's rumors that they might change the Hydrix gear. But yeah, I've got some nice stuff. Levy Ring, Dragor set, my Malevolent, my Tectonic in 2 sets. I know one set's nearly dead, so I kept hold of that one. My Noxious Staff, my Shadow Seismics. These are the same Seismics that were in last year's bank video, and I thought I'd Shadow Dye them first. I have a goal to Shadow Dye the rest of my weapons and probably gear, so it's kind of an ongoing reason to keep earning money, and these look really cool, to be honest. Serenic, Ascension Grips, Ascensions, Nox Bow, my Port's gear, Slayer Helm, Chaotic Spear, my Keris, which is really useful for Kalphite King duoing, Silverhawk Boots, which, despite being a treasure hunter item, I don't use it for the agility XP. It's one of the best Tribrid boots because it's the only thing that offers damage to all 3. My Desert Amulet, Dominion, my Superior Void, which took a long time, well worth getting. Very nice. My Superior Scrimshaws, Attack, Ranging, Elements, Cruelty, and Magic. One last tab, which has got a few more collections and items that I like to keep that people have given me or are special to me. The gold rings, the 100,000 cheese, which is awesome. I'm a big fan of cheese. I love my cheese. Raw rabbit, cooked rabbit, spider on a stick, spider on a shaft, which all of these were given to me by Kira, I believe. The dragon helm, which was a friend of mine got it and I gratzed them on it. I was like, can I buy it? So I did. Some cakes, which were given for my birthday. Carved evil turnip. My 10-year cape, my Barrow's gloves. This is partially a PvP tab as well. Max cape. My 120s. Slayer, HP, Magic, Attack, Summoning, Ranged, and Defense. My Avis Alerters, again for PvP if I'm PKing in range. 4 and 3 bracelets, same reason. And my leftover brawlers. Now, I got 2 pairs of magic brawlers, and I am 200ml magic, so I don't know really what to do with them. Range brawlers, 2 smithings, and a cooking. And, yep, that's pretty much my entire bank. The only thing I've got left is my cash stack, and which I'm currently saving up for some more shadow dyes, and that's pretty much it. If there's anything you'd like to see, please comment below, and yeah, hit that like button. It would be really appreciated to knowing that you enjoy my content, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe.